Welcome back, everyone, to Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. Hope you had a great weekend. It is Monday, March 18th. Lots to cover, so let's jump right into it. So, a little bit of housekeeping. Last week, as you all know, I was Substack featured, and this past week I've been going back and forth with probably a few hundred new subscribers, offering the free comp, so you can try out premium, as well as just a heads up on the promotion pricing that lasts till the end of March. So I went ahead and pretty much sent out a comp to all the new free subscribers for 7 days. Um, if you would like to participate and I missed you on this, just send me an email saying you would like a comp for the next 7 days. My email is nyugrad at substack.com, or you can also reach me at nyugrad at protonmail.com. And you can also send me a message directly on Substack as well. So that's just a heads up for everyone. Welcome aboard. There were over 1,200 total new subscribers last week. So I wanted you all to experience the difference between the free and the premium membership. But let's dive right into today's action. So looking at breadth, we had 349 new highs versus 171 new lows. So, on the face of it, it was a very bullish day. We had 48% of shares advancing versus 47% of shares declining. And looking at the 50-day moving average, we had 41% below the 50 and 35% below the 200-day moving average. Now, looking at the Dow, we were up 75 points or 0.2%. The Nasdaq was up a strong 130 points, up 0.82%, and the S&P was up 32%, up about 0.63%. The only thing that I would say here is that volume across some important names was light, and we finished closer to the lows of the day, and there was some sell-off going into the close. I think everyone was anticipating the NVIDIA conference today. Taking a look at the Magnificent Seven and the mega caps, I'm just going to kind of rattle off some names here. Pretty much all of the Mag 7 was green, so that's very bullish. You had Google on news that they were going to partner with potentially Apple on AI. They were up 4.44%. Meta was up 2.66. Apple was up 0.64. Microsoft was up 0.22%. You had Nvidia up 0.7%. It was kind of even on the day, anticipating that conference. Amazon was the only one in red, but we're talking like a few bucks. It was down 0.03%. So it seems like we're just all waiting for the FOMC on Wednesday now that we have the NVIDIA keynote behind us. Taking a look at the sectors today, everything was pretty much green except for healthcare. You had communication services up 2.83%, consumer cyclical up 0.59, consumer defensive up 0.5%, technology up 0.44. So that was kind of the macro trees, I'm sorry, the forest views. Now let's kind of peel the onion and go into the trees here. So everyone was anticipating the NVIDIA keynote address at 4 p.m. Eastern. Jensen Huang came out wearing his trademark, well, it's a different jacket once in a while, but his trademark style of a leather motorcycle jacket. And this really bothers me because I used to ride motorcycles and I needed to wear a leather jacket to protect myself, right? I don't think Jensen Huang rides motorcycles. And today he trotted out an alligator skin or an alligator embossed print motorcycle jacket. It looked cheesy. But hey, this is not a fashion blog. I listened to half of the keynote. It was really, really painful. And I've never watched the keynote by Jensen Huang, to be honest with you. Um, it was kind of amateurish, and I'll go through kind of my notes here for the part that I did see. He went through the history slash timeline of GPUs within NVIDIA and the corporate timeline. Then he made a point to mention all the visuals on the keynote was created by generative AI, and it looked pretty cool. I'll take some. I'll share some screenshots of those. But the highlights for me were he noted partners that were accelerating the ecosystem for faster computing, and three partners that he specifically called out were Ansys, Synopsys, and Cadence. Um, and he kind of referred to it as a symbiotic relationship where they're all partnered to make AIs keep growing, and this virtual flywheel of then them needing NVIDIA GPUs and the computing power needed to do all of this is not enough in the marketplace, and we need more GPUs, more NVIDIA GPUs. Language models are doubling in complexity every 6 months. 1.8 trillion parameters are needed to support this, and the bottleneck is the GPUs, and we need more GPUs, more revenue for NVIDIA. And that was the summary of the keynote. Um, I thought he was going to demo a DeLorean time machine with all the hoopla that we've been hearing about this keynote. It was so bad that I just had to stop watching, and the market was closed already. So I literally turned on Apple TV and I put on Dune Part 1 again rather than sit through that pain. And what was great was Dune 2. I saw Dune 2 on Saturday. If you, whether you're not, you read the books or not, I highly recommend you go watch Dune 2. It's long, it's almost 3 hours with the previews and all that. But wow, the visuals, the cinematography, the sound design and score were amazing. I didn't even see it on IMAX. Uh, it was an amazing cinema experience. Like I already read the book, so I knew the gist of the story, but it really it transports you into Arrakis and the world of Dune. Um, it was an amazing, amazing movie. So I highly recommend you go watch Dune 2. Do not watch the NVIDIA keynote today. So what stuck out for me, we finished green, but as I mentioned, we finished near the lows. Um, let's go take a look at what was strong today. And I'm going to rattle some names off. These are all percentages, okay? Um, So you have PaySafe up 7.56, Tesla up 6.25, ACMR up 5.61, Klaviyo up 5.48, Google up 4.6, Adobe, wow, bounced 4.35, Lyft 4.18, DraftKings 4.16, Cart 4.05, Natural Gas up 3.6, BITI, Bitcoin related ETF 3.4, Backblaze 3.29, Rivian up 3.26, Smartsheets up 3, MGM up 2.89, Monday.com up 2.8, UCO, which is oil, 2.77, Meta 2.6, Boyle, which is natural gas, up 2.5, Zeta up 2.3, PayPal up 2.2, ARM 2.19, Palantir 2.17, Netflix 2.06, and Lightsweet Crude up 2.02. Let's move on to what was weak. You had MicroStrategies down 15.69%. Wow. Roblox down 7.7. New York Community Bank down 6.92. Let's see what else. SMCI down 6.38%. UVIX down 4.95. ARKB, which is Bitcoin for ARK Innovation, down 3.31. Kava down 3.29. Ton of more Bitcoin ETFs down 3% plus. Yeah, Pan American Silver down 2%. And that's about it. This will all be available in the show notes. Um, what else? So for the free members, thank you for checking in. Keep watching. On Wednesday is the FOMC minutes and Jerome Powell's testimony, like speech. So that's going to be very important now that the NVIDIA keynote is behind us. Continue to watch yields and the Magnificent Seven. Um, and I will see you all after the Tuesday session. Premium members, please stay on.